Hold it. Stop. Don't shoot.
Hey guys, so I'm going to go over how to install and play the Silent Hill PC port. As you can see here, it's already installed in this folder. To show you how easy it is, I'm just going to get rid of it. So now everything's gone. And, well, here, I don't need this folder yet. I need the download link here. So this is in the description of the video. It takes you to this page here on GitHub. If you scroll down, you'll see shpc alpha 8.zip. You download that. You might get some warning because it's, it's not a well-known file, so your browser might warn you about it, but it's perfectly safe, and all the source code is, of course, on GitHub at all times. But anyway, once you have the file, you can open it. And actually, it's so simple. You can extract all the stuff and how it is by design, but I'll just show you how simple it is. I made it so you can pretty much only have the launcher. All you gotta do is open the launcher, allow it through the smart screen warning. It's just another one of those things, a precaution for being a lesser known file. So the launcher is here. You click update available, download the latest update. This will get you all the files you need, and while it's doing this, I'll go over these options. Disable calling, that is going to disable all of those, like on PlayStation, as you're walking around, you see those chunks just popping in the environment. And actually, no, that's the next option. Culling is when, on sort of like on the side of the screens and whatnot, as you're turning, stuff will disappear, or like fences, parts of them will disappear. Just anything not needed kind of disappears from the rendering scene, just to save on every little bit of resources they could. Chunks are similar. It's kind of like a square block of the environment, and both of these options, I would leave these on yes. Disable calling is going to make it look real nice and never have any sort of pop in with objects in the environment, and preload chunks is going to make it so you can see far away chunks and they're not just going to pop in on you. Both are definitely good things to have on PC. Part of the reason for making a port like this. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Skip intros if you want to skip straight to the menu. Enable logging if you want to save logs and send them to me to help fix issues. Console, you can toggle that anyway, and I'll show you an interesting option here. If you want any sort of cheats or debug options with the in-game console, you're going to want to open controls and click yes here and to save. And now console, you can hold the tilde key. If you choose one of these options, you can have a nice one that kind of like pops up externally, but you can't enter anything into it. Next, I would recommend FPS limit 0. That uncaps the FPS if you want to try out the port with uncapped FPS, which is one of my favorite parts personally. You can choose between pillar boxed or stretched. Pillar boxed is probably recommended. It's going to have those black bars, so like scenes aren't, like the menus aren't stretched to the sides. Then everything else is really just personal preference. I like borderless, 1080p, VSync, dithering versus bilinear. Dithering is what was in the original game. Bilinear is kind of a newer filter. PGXP is like a newer rendering option. It barely works. I'll let everyone know when it works better, but for now it's best to leave it off. And then the last thing, you just need a copy of your PlayStation game data. This, of course, I mean, you can look that up. You can find out what this is. You really should have your own copy of the game for legal reasons. But anyway, once you have ripped your game data from your copy of the game, you name it this, or actually I've just updated it to where it can have any file name. It'll auto-detect it as long as it's a valid Silent Hill USA game data, or now it works with PAL, just text isn't working yet. You take that, and you just copy it to the game data folder here. Of course, there's not a game data folder yet, but if I open the launcher, it'll tell me to put it in the game data folder, and it'll create that for me. Then I just paste it in there, and then go back, and now I can just, well, since I changed settings in the launcher, this is the one I was using. I'm going to want to play it through here. And then it'll save those settings. And then bam, you're in the game. And while we're here, I'll just show you a couple things real quick. Like the console and some commands. Since I have that debug commands option enabled, you can actually hold the tilde key down and the console will come up. You can tap it to enter a command. It's best to kind of wait till you're in the game to enter commands, but for now I can show you, like, you can type map, it'll show you all the maps. You should be able to change maps, but I don't know how well it's working yet. You can type debug, it'll show you all the debug commands. You can type help, it'll show you all the console commands, like FMV, intro, you can play different, FMV intro 1, like you can play different FMVs. Hey, so I actually had to re-record this part because the game audio was recording at the same time and I couldn't hear it because I had my speakers down, so classic mistake. But anyway, I am just going to show you some of the console commands. You basically hold tilde, you can see them on screen. Hold tilde will toggle the console. Pressing it will allow you to enter commands. I just pressed it and typed in give handgun. That gave me the handgun, as you can see here. And there's a few other things I'm going to show you in this video. Also, I apologize for the cutting that's been happening in this video. It was just, I don't know, something got messed up while I was recording it, but I don't want to re-record the whole thing, and it's pretty, it's pretty self-explanatory, so hopefully it's not necessary. But anyway, I'm going to show you what else you can do here. I'm going to pull up the console again and show you the different commands that can be entered. And actually, I just activated the debug camera. You press star on the number pad. There is a full list of debug commands and everything inside the GitHub link, but also in game, if you open the console and type in debug or help, it'll show you those commands. But as you can see here with the debug camera, it's kind of like a free cam. I'm going to turn it into sort of like a camera mode, like in modern games. It might already sort of behave like that, where it pauses everything, or at least allows you to not be attacked. I'll have to double check, but it's I'll try to add some more like classic camera mode features in there, but it behaves pretty well right now. Here's the last thing I want to show in this video. There's a command. You can change the lighting. That's one of the more recent ones I added. And that's just an example of fun things you can do on PC. This was very easy to add, and I could add more stuff like that once I get done fixing all the graphical and gameplay glitches. I'll try to focus more on some cool enhancements. I'm trying to do both at the same time a little bit, but we're getting into the territory of just having fun new gameplay features mostly, and where the bugs are mostly done. But anyway, thanks for checking this out, and let me know if you have any questions. See ya.